Nice to meet you. My name's Odysseus, and I've suffered. I've really suffered a lot. From the time I was a child, they named me the Son of Pain. And truly I have earned this name in full. Well, from the time I was a child, my dad really wasn't there because he sold us to Troy when I was only a boy. And so I really grew up, our swineherd basically was my father figure. But I miss my father very much, and now these suitors are just wreaking havoc in my house, and it's just been a very turbulent environment to grow up in, and I haven't had my father to look up to, and he's just this story, this legend from Troy. I don't really know who he is, and now the suitors are plaguing my mother, and I'm just waiting for him to get home, and I don't know what to do. I just don't know what to do, and other people tell me I'm not manly, and it's probably because I haven't had my dad to raise me. And it's just really, it's tough, but I'm doing my best to be a good son to my father, I really am. My fame has reached the skies, 'tis true, but I suffered. From the very fields of Troy, I suffered. Then I left Troy, and I suffered. And then I went to the Sacones, and there we plundered. We plundered their farms, stole their wives, and as we are perfectly in our rights to do, being war heroes. And then I suffered because my men are idiots. And then we went to the Lotus Eaters, and there I suffered because I had to save my men. Then we went to an island, and we met a Cyclops, and I suffered. We had a plan. We're going to steal all his cheeses, eat his food, but then he came home and he found us and he killed a few of us and I had to stab his eye out. I was clever though. I was very, very clever when I went about this. I called myself nobody. Oh, nobody cursed that Odysseus. He told me his name was Nobody, and then he blinded me. And he came into my house and he ate all my cheeses and all my food with his men, and I just helped myself to a few of them because they're going to eat my things, I'm going to eat them. And he gave me wine, he made me drunk, and then he blinded me. Curses rain down upon him. May he come home late, come a broken man, old shipmate, lost alone in a stranger's ship. And may he find a word of pain at home and speaking. And then we met this lady, Circe, and she turned my men into pigs, but then she turned out to be, really pretty. So I stayed with her for a year, but she never won the heart inside of me. No, that was reserved for my dear wife, Penelope, who I love and miss very much. Well, yes, Odysseus is really a lovely man. He's very powerful and very strong, and it's like, the instant he resisted my drugs, I knew he was the great Odysseus. And so even when he charged me with a sword, I was really in love with him. And, I had to let him go eventually because he didn't want to stay with me. But, it was nice. It was a good year. Then we went on and to the underworld because Circe told us to go. And, suffered. And we went to Scylla and Charybdis, and I suffered. And then we went to the Clashing Rocks, and I suffered. And then we went to the Sirens, and I suffered. We went to the Cattle of the Sun, Thrinacia, and I suffered. I really suffered. Because my men are idiots, and they ate the Cattle of the Sun. I told them not to, but they ate them anyway. They all died. They died. And then I was, going back to Scylla and Charybdis, and I suffered. And then I ended up on Calypso's island, and she made me stay there sleeping with her. But she never won my heart. That's reserved for my dear Penelope, who I miss and love very much. Yeah, I really liked Odysseus. I really did. Then Hermes came along and told me that Zeus said I couldn't be with him because he's immortal. And I'm an immortal. Well, have you seen Zeus? The number of mortal women he dates every week, and he's married. I'm not even married here. And I don't know. Odysseus didn't like me anyway. And he still slept with me every night. I don't know what that says about his loyalty to Penelope. Anyway, I'm beautiful. No, I'm not beautiful. That's not why these suitors are courting me. They just want my power. Any beauty I had was lost. The day Odysseus sailed off to that city. Destroy, I call it. And with him, he took my entire life. And I just need to go to my room now because I need to weep. My life is nothing without it. I'm sorry. Anyway, I suffered there, and then finally I went to the Phoenicians, and they're nice fellows. I suffered a little bit at their house too, because I'm always suffering, because I'm the son of pain. And that's all I ever do, I suffer! Why are you filming me? You're Anyway, that's my story. I'm Odysseus, and I've suffered.
Odysseus, not only true, not only right.